why smart people misread each other. In this session, what we are going to do is we're going to look at culture, but not the surface level culture. We're not going to focus on stereotypes. We're not only going to talk about food and festivals. We are going to focus on the breaks in connections and outcomes across cultures, which is why we name it the interpretation gaps. So breaks in connections or relationships, break in connections or relationships, and outcomes across cultures, across difference, across relationship with each other, with family, across different political opinions. So we're not only focused on differences about food and the surface level culture, as we call them. So culture, what is culture, or what is it that we think about when we think culture? I strongly believe that culture shapes everything, literally everything. That's my strong opinion. Culture shapes everything. Culture is a shared or a default setting of a group of people, and that they have learned and modeled over time, right? So a group of people that have learned to do certain things in one way over and over and over time. It is also a mindset and a behavior setting. And it influences what people notice, what they value, and what they expect. In relationships, in society, in business, it influences all of that. It quietly shapes how people interpret situations and how they respond in situations. Culture is patterned, right? Culture shapes meaning, behavior, and pattern in patterned ways. For example, these pattern ways, these are shared cultural scripts that entire groups learn and reinforce, making them predictable once you understand the underlying patterns. So maybe it could be a cadence. Is there a way that a certain group of people talk? The way I talk is shaped by my culture, and not maybe one culture. The way I talk right now is shaped by several cultures, whether it is the enunciation, whether it is the stressing of the syllables in certain words, whether it is speaking with a little bit of a throat language, like I call it, is all influenced by patterns that I grew up with. People, you can tell that I am from a background from the African continent because of certain cadence in my voice, in my words, right? And you can also tell that I have maybe studied in a British system because of how I stress on certain words or on my phrases, the emphasis that I put in. I don't know why the word is keeping my mind. And maybe there is somewhere, somehow you will be able to pick up something about the American accent somewhere in there because of my time in the United States. So there are patterns that you can pick out because of how I talk, and it is shaped by this different maybe behavior, moving of the hands so much, or maybe how you have noticed other communities acting and behaving and speaking. So culture shapes meaning and behavior in patterns way. Like meaning, for example, would be when an action, what an action communicates, what people do in response. That will be behavior. So the meaning will be what an action communicates. Behavior is what people do in response. Pattern ways is the shared norms that repeat across situations, across cultures, across conversations, and so on and so forth, right? It could be within your company. You could tell that one group of people, say a company that is in the Midwest, the same company is in South Korea, the same company is in China, another company is in Kenya or Nigeria. You can just tell by certain norms where these people from this company have all come from and in that one room, these different people from this company, this same company, but that are located in different areas, you can tell by the norms, by certain things, that where these particular people are located in the company. So individuals vary, but group patterns are strong enough to guide expectations. So you can look at an individual, you will not be able to just decipher how to respond, but once you look at a group per se, once you understand, oh, this person is from China, this person is from Kenya, this person is from Nigeria, this person is from South America, that you can start to maybe build certain ways of responding to these people based on the expectations of the societies and your understanding of the societies. So this now boils into leadership. Effective leadership requires being able to notice and interpret this gap, recognize these cultural patterns, and adapt your communication, adapt your business, adapt your company to fit, maybe not neatly, at least be able to be workable within these cultural communities.